Alright, so we got in our company trailer today from Battlefield, giving us a little bit more information on what our soldier progression will be like, and something I was thinking about yesterday when I found out that Battlefield was releasing this video, and understanding a bit beforehand on what the company entailed. I understood that this is where your soldier appearance customization was going to be at, and knowing how much of a controversy this was beforehand for EA DICE, I figured that this video would be a little bit more controversial for EA now that they've brought out the really successful Rotterdam trailer. So in this video, I'm going to try to focus on just the gameplay aspects of this new company video, wanting to just dive into the gameplay itself, as that's really the make or break for me when it comes to Battlefield, and something I've been really curious about more. So I'm looking forward to just the customization, how that affects my gun and how it affects my soldier in the sense of perks, and if it makes my abilities better or worse. So that's really what I'm going to dive into this video today. Let's first take a look at the depth that's coming to our known classes. We of course have the 4 Battlefield 1 classes returning to Battlefield 5, and from this trailer I'm getting the impression that each of these classes will be distinct and have a separate form of progression that won't overlap each other, which is what I'm hoping and would assume would be coming out for us. I wouldn't like to see some things that you can unlock for the Scout class being the same thing you can unlock for the Assault class. I really do hope they make it distinct and separate from each other, which again is the impression I'm getting from this trailer. The narrator talks about the individuality of each of the classes, the first being the Recon class and how it can specialize in long-range shooting, spotting, and stealth. Long-range shooting I'm not all too surprised about, but the spotting is something I do want to talk about, as playing the alpha gave me the impression that I felt DICE really wanted to take the spotting mechanic and make it distinct for the Recon class only. So unlike Battlefield 1 where anyone could spot on the battlefield, I'm feeling like they want to introduce gadgets that will be for the Recon class to use to spot enemy players. Whether that be a periscope or some other type of gadget, this is a direction I feel DICE wants to go down on. We also see stealth as being a key attribute to the Recon class. Some of this already being unveiled when Battlefield 5 had its big revealing in May. We again saw that exotic archetype that was called the Recon Paratrooper. We saw abilities like silent footsteps and throwing knives coming to this class, so that's interesting to note, and it seems like again DICE is bringing that individuality to each of the classes. So if that's the case, we will most likely only be seeing silent weapons coming to the Recon class and Recon class only. The Assault class was described as being versatile in how it engages the enemy, so that has me really interested on what that versatility entails. But what also caught my attention was the Medic class, as we're seeing it being described as having more options to keep squad members alive. So that is really interesting, as a lot of people were wondering what is really the point of the Medic class, is everyone can go around and revive teammates. So even though you can only revive members that are in your squad if you're not a Medic class, and the Medic class can still revive anyone on the battlefield, it will be interesting to see more of a depth come to the Medic class and how the new abilities in keeping teammates alive will evolve. And finally, we see the Support class described as being able to provide backup with new attrition and fortification systems. So we do know in the open beta new fortification abilities are coming, which I'm happy about because I do feel the fortification system is lacking right now. But what really caught my attention is the new attrition systems. In the alpha we had those attrition stations where you could resupply health and ammo from, so it makes me really curious to see what new attrition systems could be coming. It is interesting to note we don't hear the term archetype in this company trailer, but instead we hear the term combat role. So it makes me wonder, are we hearing a different term with the same meaning, or is this a completely different term in itself? So I'm sure we'll find more about this in the big Battlefield 5 Gamescom reveal. We finally come to the part I'm the most excited for. This is the player branch progression system. We finally see the branch in the trailer itself. This is what I care about the most, my player progression on the battlefield. What can I unlock to give me a distinct and unique advantage on the battlefield. So we see this level 4 character here already has unlocked 2 abilities and is now in a fork at the branch system, having to choose which path he or she wants to take. So this again is the most intriguing part to me. This is what has me the most excited, and the 2 main things that come to mind that I want DICE to deliver on is the length of the branch system. I want it to be long and grindy in a sense where I have a long area of branches to choose from, so I can really separate myself and be distinct with my character. But alongside that, I want the things I unlock to be meaningful on the battlefield. I want what I have to actually be impactful, and I don't want to grind something out to find out that what was the point of grinding it out in the first place. So this is what I really care about the most. Anyone else can go and customize their individual character with whatever how they want to go do it. Personally, for me, I don't think I'll pay too much attention to how I customize my individual look of my character, but the progression system is something I will be in heavily. So this is what I'm really holding DICE to. This is what I think will be a make or break for the game with me. How they give out this branch system is everything. Will it be lengthy? Will there be a lot of branches to it? Don't really know yet. We're just looking at a level 4 character here, so I imagine we shouldn't be seeing all too much of the branch and how much it extends out in the bottom there. And how is each individual item I unlock? Is it meaningful? Does it even matter for me to have this on the battlefield or not? Does it make me distinct and unique? Does it make people think, wow, man, when that guy uses that type of ability, I wish I had it too? So these are the things that matter the most to me, and I'm really expecting DICE to deliver strong here. It was said in the trailer, complete daily orders and take on special assignments to equip your company with new gear, weapons, and vehicles. We do know in Battlefield 5 there won't be a pay to win or pay to play system, but I do hope that when we complete these daily orders and these special assignments, that we don't unlock things like Operation Battle Packs that we see in Battlefield 1, where we get these battle packs with random number generators that we don't exactly know what we're going to get in that battle pack, or at least we don't get what we want in that battle pack. So I would much prefer a system where it's guaranteed if I complete this order I get this item, than to get a battle pack that has a bunch of stuff in it that I'm not looking forward to opening. So this is a big part for me as well, and I do hope DICE makes it very clear that when I grind something out, I get what I grinded, and I'm not wasting all this time trying to unlock something that I end up not unlocking and instead unlock something else that I'm not interested in. So that is a very big point to me, and from the looks of it, it seems like the grind will be rewarded with what you intended to grind for. At least that's what I'm hoping and what I'm hearing right now. So I hope DICE continues down that direction, but feel free to let me know what you guys think about this trailer. Is the personal customization of your character that big of a deal where you're just going to avoid the game? That's understandable. We all have our tastes. Are you that player like me who's just really interested in the gameplay itself? Are you curious on how your character is going to develop on the battlefield? Do things like what you're going to grind out for being meaningful and lengthy matter to you, or are there other things in the player development that you care about more? Feel free to have that discussion down below in the comments with me. I think that's the most important thing in the Battlefield community, isn't so much our different viewpoints, but if we can have a conversation about it. So feel free to talk about it down below, but that is it for you guys today. Again, always appreciate you guys being here. I'm Livin. I'll catch you guys again later.